A couple of our options, of course, we always have standing or seated options. But seated, maybe put your palms up or down on your legs and just allow yourself to breathe in, breathe out, settle in. Set the day aside and just come into your practice. Observing your inhale and your exhale, not forcing, but just gently breathing in and breathing out. Eyes closed, chin dropped slightly. And just observing the breath. Reaching the hands and fingers out and up overhead, inhale. Exhale gently, hands in front of the heart space. And just thinking of a word or a phrase that brings you peace. If you find your mind wandering, just coming back to that word or thought as you inhale and exhale. Inhaling, reaching hands up. And exhaling, floating the arms down. Hands on the knees. And just begin by circling the shoulders, pulling up and then back and down. Forward, inhaling up. Exhaling, rolling back and down. Inhaling up. Exhaling back and down. Let's do it once more, this direction. And exhaling down. When you come down, inhaling, moving back and up. Exhaling forward and down. Nice big shoulder circles. Really reaching up with the inhale, exhale, lowering. Back and up, inhale. Exhale down. One more, inhale back and up. And exhale forward and down. Very nice. Stretching the arms out wide. Inhale, exhale, bringing them forward. Activating the hands nice and open. Inhale, open arms. Exhale, bringing the arms together. Touching the palms. Inhale out. Exhale, bringing the palms together. And then on this inhale, let's stay open with the arms. Being present, really reaching out, inhaling and exhaling here. Nice active hands, feeling active from the shoulder blades out through the fingers. Relax the neck. Very nice. And then exhaling, folding one elbow over the other, holding onto the shoulders. A little massage. Just waking the body. Inhaling, outstretched arms. Exhaling, opposite arm on the top. Closed. Giving it a nice massage. Very nice. Inhaling, arms up. And then exhaling, arms down. Lowering one ear to the shoulder. Just relaxing ear to shoulder, finding your range, maybe the opposite hand, reaching out, engaging, feeling the difference in that stretch. Inhale and exhale. Good. Inhaling, assisting the head back up. That feels good. And exhale, other side. Ear toward the shoulder. Playing with the reach and the straight hand, reaching, increasing that stretch in the neck. Inhale and exhale. Very nice. Inhaling up. And then exhale, looking over one shoulder, just gently finding your range. Inhale and exhale, maybe extending the gaze out past the shoulder, through the corner of the eyes. Relax the face, relax the hands. Inhale and exhale. Very nice. Closing the eyes, moving back to center. Inhale. Opening the eyes, exhale, looking over the other shoulder. Maybe extending the gaze if that feels good. Stretch to the eyes. Inhale and exhale. Relax the face, relax the hands. Breathing in, breathing out. Very nice. Closing the eyes, coming back to center. And then we'll move into our cat-cow. I'll turn to the side a little bit so you can see me. So our feet are a little more than hip width apart, grounded on the floor, leaning forward just slightly to start, hands on the knees. And as we exhale, we're going to tuck the tailbone under the body, reaching the mid-back toward the back of the chair, tucking the shoulders and chin. Exhale. And then as you inhale, reaching first with the tailbone out and back, which drops our belly, and we reach with our chest and face forward. Inhale. Exhale, leading with the tuck of the tailbone, back with the mid-back, shoulders and chin tucked. Inhale, reaching back with the tailbone, drops the belly, reaching the chest and face forward. Let's do 2 more of those at your own pace. Exhaling nice and slowly, maybe with the eyes closed. Tucking. Just feeling the engaged entire spine, tailbone, up through the mid-back, shoulders, neck. Just nice and slow with the breath. Relax the mind. And after your last one, just meet me in neutral. It's such a nice way to start to move the spine. We're going to come to standing. So from our chair pose, bringing the feet under the knees, leaning forward so you really feel your center of gravity coming into the feet, hands out to the side, try not to push on the legs. And we're going to come up halfway first. We're going to push the ground away and reach with the hands just slightly, and then lower back down if you can. Feel free to use the arms of the chair, something close by if you need. Inhale, push up. Exhale, lower down. One more time, halfway. Up, down, and now activating the hands, really pushing the ground away. Reach, 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 out and up. And exhale, hands to heart center. And now just to feel the difference, we're going to do the cat-cow standing. So again, feet a little more than hip width apart, and putting a nice bend in the knees where you can support your hands on your thighs or knees. And if this doesn't feel good, just do it again in the chair. So as we exhale, we're tucking the tailbone sort of between the feet, rolling that mid back down, shoulders, chin. Exhale. Inhale, leading with the tailbone, pointing out and up, drops the belly, reaching forward with the heart space. Exhale, tailbone tuck, rolling that back, tucking the shoulders and chin. Inhale, tailbone out, drops the belly, chest forward. Let's do one more. Exhale, tuck. Inhale, reach with the tailbone, reach forward. Very nice. Now just gently pushing against the legs, lifting to standing. And just stand for a moment. See how your body feels after that movement and the difference in the sitting child's cat-cow versus the standing. So just stand for a moment, getting grounded, feet about hip width apart, relaxed hands, gentle knees, micro bend in the knees. Just nice and balanced. Very nice. Then we're going to take our goddess feet. This is just a great all-purpose strength and stretching for the body. So I'd like your feet wider than your hips if possible. We're going to put a bend in the knees only to over the ankles. So if that for you is just really just a gentle squat, that's totally fine. I don't want you to extend your knees over your toes. So open your feet as is comfortable, toes pointing in the same direction out as the femurs, as the knees. Nice straight spine. You should be able to look down and see your big toes. And then we'll put our arms up, sort of in cactus arms. Let's inhale and exhale here. Just feel your feet. Nice active hands, engages our whole body. Inhale and exhale. Very nice. Now we'll inhale, straighten the legs, reach up. And exhale, bend the knees back down gently, cactus arms. Inhale, reach. Exhale, down. Let's do two more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, down, nice and slow. Last one. Inhale, push, reach. And exhale, down. Make sure we can see our big toes. Our knees haven't collapsed. If your legs are getting fatigued, you can move your foot in a little bit, one foot. And now keeping the goddess hands, just reach up. Hands straight overhead, palms facing each other. Challenging the legs. You can do it. Inhale through the nose and out through the nose. Two more breaths. You can do it. Good. And then inhale, reach for the sky, straighten the legs. And exhale, floating the arms down. Very nice. Bring your presence into one foot. You can either scoot your foot over or step, bringing the feet together. Little wiggle. And I'm going to use my stool here for this next one. We're going to do our forward fold, practicing both our strength and our stretch. So feet a little more than hip width apart, just a little bit easier on the back. Hands at the hips where the body bends. Nice straight legs and a straight back, neutral head. So you're not going to look up or look down. You're just going to keep the head in neutral. As you inhale, nice straight spine. And then exhale, keeping the legs straight but not hyperextending the knees. Come into a spot where you feel like your knees or your hamstrings are ready to stop. And then here's where you have some options. We're going to inhale and exhale, relax the face, relax the feet. If you'd like to get more of a stretch, you can put your hands on your chair, on the seat or the back, whatever's closest, and maybe allows you to lower down a bit more, keeping the back straight, legs straight. Gives a little more of a stretch. If you're looking for strength in your legs and the upper body, your back, maybe no hands, just make sure that you're not arching or curving the back. You want to keep the spine nice and straight. So find that spot that allows you to sit in strength or in stretch with hands down. Relax your face, relax your feet. They're grounded but not tense. And just try to ease your breath. If it becomes too much without support from the hands, place the hands on the chair to allow you to ease your breath in and out. Maybe finding a little range with the exhale. Inhale, filling the lungs. Exhale, easing down a bit more. Never to strain. A couple more breaths. Last breath here, wherever you are, maybe touching the chair, definitely putting a nice bend in the knees, and we'll do our chair stand. So we're going to push the ground away, straighten the knees, reaching out and up, and hands to heart center. Very nice. And now keeping with our forward fold, finding a place, maybe bending both legs. What I want to do, the goal here is to be Have your hands either on the seat of your chair or on the back of your chair. I don't have one, so I can't demonstrate that. But I want to lift the leg, keeping the toes facing in the same direction and the hips in the same direction. And relax the neck in neutral. So wherever you are, propped up, keeping both toes facing in the same direction, just gently back with the heel. The hip that's moving is still pointing forward with the other hip, the grounded hip. Nice neutral back. If that means you're standing up more, totally fine. Just keeping the hips in line. Few more, reaching back gently with that moving heel. Flex the foot, reaching back with the heel. Wherever you are with your legs, just nice straight back. One more movement. And now hold out. Really reach with that heel. Think of your hip all the way through to your heel. Think of your spine, shoulders moving down the spine all the way out to the heel. Couple more breaths. Good, inhale, and exhale, lower down. Very nice, and bicycle the legs out. And now finding your spot to get started, lifting the other leg, just finding that movement. Again, if you're closer to standing, that's totally fine. Just neutral spine, as long as your head is in line with your tailbone. We're not looking up or looking down. Just engaging that moving leg, hips both facing forward. Slow movements back and forth, finding your position. You can lean forward more if you like. I just want a nice straight spine. Moving with the leg, a few more movements, nice and easy. Back and forth, breathing through the nose and out through the nose. Relax the face. Two more kicks out there with movement. And then our next one, we're going to hold. Really pushing with that heel, reaching out from the heel, however far out your leg is, even if it's just 2 inches off the ground. Reaching with that heel, feeling the engagement of the body, shoulders, spine, reaching through the heel. Breathe in, breathe out, don't hold your breath. Relax the face. Just feel the breath moving in and out. Good, 2 more breaths. Very nice, and exhale, lower it down. If you're bending over, bend those knees, reaching up. And exhale, little bicycle. We really have our back and legs going. So we're going to move into our Warrior 2 sequence. And you can do this either standing, so your feet, and I took an interesting class the other day, and you want your feet, you have one facing off to the side, so if I'm using you all as the front screen, one foot is parallel to the screen and the other foot, the back foot is perpendicular. And you want your feet a little bit farther apart, so your feet aren't necessarily lined up heel to arch of the feet like this. You want it more with your feet a little farther apart, but still toes, one facing to the side, one facing front. We're going to bend over that front leg, knee over the ankle. You can also do this seated, whichever you prefer. And then reaching our arms out. Seated, if you're seated, really engage your legs. This can be very active, even seated. Pretend like you're stretching the rug or your mat between your feet. If you're standing up, it's a little easier to engage the legs, but really think about, I'm stretching the mat between my feet. Looking out over our middle finger or the front hand. Inhale and exhale, strong legs. You should feel it from your feet all the way up to your hips. Very nice. And then dropping that back hand, putting the front palm open. We're going to lift the palm and follow it with the face just until it feels just in your comfort zone. If it feels comfortable, stop and back out a little bit. But just for some might find more of a back bend, and for others, it'll just be a nice front stretch. Totally fine either way. Not leaning into the back hand. Inhale and exhale. Good. Another nice inhale. Very nice. And inhale, reaching the hands out and up, coming back to our warrior two. And now leaning forward. And then you don't have to come all the way down. Your hands, you can do your forearm to your knee. Bring a reach overhead. This can also be a hand to the hip. Reaching overhead wherever you feel balanced. And in the chair, same thing, hand to the hip. Just want to bring your presence to that long side of the body. Straight leg, straight arm. Whatever feels nice. Inhale and exhale. Very good. Upper arm engaging, reach, reach, reach for the ceiling, bringing us back to vertical. And exhale, hand floating over. If you're standing, we're going to turn that front toe in and turn the back foot becomes the front foot, turning the toe out. Bend the knee, find your space. Find what feels nice and sturdy for you. Standing, if you're standing, reaching the arms out, keeping the shoulders low. You can always roll, sitting or standing. Rolling the palms up lowers our shoulders, and then we roll the palms back down. Look over that middle hand. Engaging those legs, pulling the mat apart between the legs, sitting or standing, engage the feet. Feeling this all the way up the legs. Breathe in, breathe out, not holding the breath. Good, one nice inhale. And then exhale, we'll lower our back hand, flip our palm up in front, and raise the palm slowly as you move. Watch your face to the palm. Just find your spot. It allows you to feel a shift in the balance, a shift in the stretch. And inhale and exhale. Find your joy in the posture. If it's just too much, come out of it. It's more about breathing and enjoying. Always an option to sit if you're standing and it's too much. Very nice. Reaching with the hand, moving us back to our warrior two, and then finding your opposite bend. So hand on the hip, reaching up, forearm on the knee, reaching over the head. If you're seated or standing, if it works, maybe closing the eyes so you can really feel the stretch on the other side of the body. Two more breaths here, nice and full. Inhale, exhale. Very nice. Activating that top hand, reaching back to vertical. Arm floats down. And then rotate that front foot in. Now our feet are in the same direction. And then with the hands on the hips, our feet are a little bit wider now than they were. They were just about hip width before, a little more. Now they're a little bit wider if that's comfortable. Always an option to grab your chair and kind of move it in front of you for balance. We're going to inhale and exhale, just sort of running the hands down the legs. You can always put a bend in your legs if you'd like. It's just a little bit of a different stretch. Straight back, looking down toward the floor. It's totally fine if you're bending just a little, that's fine. It's all about gaining the strength in our back, supporting with the hands, putting them on the chair. We've just changed it with our legs wide open. Inhale and exhale. Couple more breaths. Very nice. And bending the knees slightly to push back up, push through the feet, coming back to standing. And then bring your presence into one foot, and you can either Heel toe your foot over or just step so your feet are together. Just nice and safe. And now for a moment, let's move back to our mountain pose, Tadasana, which is our feet right about hip width apart, just so you feel nice and sturdy, relaxed. Micro bend in the knees. Knees over the ankles, hips over the knees, shoulders over the hips, relaxed hands. Chin slightly dropped, and just close your eyes if that's comfortable. And breathe in, breathe out. Really feel connected with the floor, feeling the body. And then stepping out for just a moment, stepping out wide feet, feet both facing forward, reaching the hands out to mimic the feet. So kind of making yourself a nice X. But do this in a resting pose. So our knees are micro bend in the knees. We're not engaging the whole body. We're just really stretching, reaching out through the floor with the feet and reaching up to the sky with the arms. And again, closing the eyes here, just feeling your gravity shift. Presence in the hands, presence in the hips, presence in the feet. Nice, nice. Inhale and exhale, bringing the feet together and hands down. We have that nice presence with our body to move into our tree pose, into our balance pose. So feeling your feet, just think about your feet for a minute. Toes, heels, present in both feet. And then shifting your weight over into one foot. Always a great idea to have something close by, wall, chair, standing with your back to the wall, anything for balance. Use this little chair for my balance. Even just standing next to your chair sometimes is just what you need. So shifting your weight over into one foot. You're going to inhale, lift the knee, open the knee, and now exhale. You can place the toes on the floor and put your heel on the bottom of the calf, kind of a kickstand, and that will just allow you to relax into the balance pose. You want to put your foot on your calf, it's totally fine. Just use your arms for balance, maybe spreading the fingers, putting the arms out to the side, hands to heart center if you'd like. Challenge for hands overhead. Your practice, just do what suits you today. Inhale and exhale. Fixing your gaze on a spot, either several feet out on the floor or ahead. Couple more breaths in and out. Very nice. Moving the knee back to center, lowering the foot and the leg. Little bicycle movement. Very nice. And now shifting your presence into the other foot. Really grounding in that other foot. Going to inhale, lift the knee, open, and always an option to even prop the knee onto your chair. And exhale, find your spot. Props aren't any less of yoga. Yoga is all about relaxing the mind and breathing. Breathe in, breathe out. Couple more inhales, really drawing the strength up from the floor, up through the spine, out the crown of the head. Very nice. And bringing the knee in, lowering the foot and leg. Little bicycle movement. Very nice. Now we're going to do a different kind of twist today than we've done before. We usually do the seated twists. And again, this interesting class that I took, they taught us a nice kind of standing twist that's great for my back. And so I want to share it with you all. So you're going to have your side toward the chair, and maybe the back of the chair is a good one if you have the back on your chair. Your side facing the back of your chair. And stand in like our Tadasana feet. So feet a little wider than the hips. Maybe as wide as the hips or wider than the hips, whatever makes you feel nice and steady. And think of your tailbone really grounding down through your feet. So just really pulling, centering down through your feet. And then as you inhale, arms can go overhead. And as you exhale, we're going to turn the hips a little toward the back of the chair, just slightly, and then continue with the shoulders. You can do this to a wall, having your hands on a wall, or holding onto the back of the chair, not gripping, just gently. Inhale and exhale, feeling the twist. Nice full inhale, stretches the body. Exhale, finding a little more range maybe, and you may likely feel this in your mid-back, your ribs, which is really where we should feel twist, not in our low back. Two more breaths. Very nice. Nice big inhale. And as we exhale, unwinding head, shoulders, ribs, back to neutral. You have to email me, tell me what you think about that twist. Now for this side, I'll use the fireplace. So inhale, arms up, grounding that tailbone down. We're going to exhale, hips, ribs, shoulders. So our hips aren't going to twist all the way. We just want to let our hips give a little so that it allows the mid-back to do more of the twisting. Really nice to have a prop with this one, either the chair or wall. So you can feel that mid upper back twist. Inhale and exhale, relax the face. Very nice, nice big inhale. And exhale, head, shoulders, ribs. Little wiggle. And then coming back to our chair. And sitting for just a moment in our seated Tadasana. Seated Tadasana is hands can be down at the side, shoulders over the hips. Just breathing in, breathing out. Very nice. Seated, I'd like to do one more side stretch. So we're going to put our one knee in the center and another foot out to the side, just straight out to the side. You can come forward in your chair a little bit if that helps. And if your leg doesn't want to go straight out to the side, you can certainly angle it up a little bit. And also you can bend the knee if that feels good. So we're going to reach the hands up and then lower that hand over the straight leg and reach over with the other hand. Not pressing into the straight knee, keeping our shoulders over our hips, not collapsing over the lap. Inhale and exhale. Feeling the stretch from the hips, reaching out with the ribs. If this bothers your shoulder, option to put it behind your back or cross over your chest. Inhale and exhale. Very nice. Engaging the hand, top hand. Inhaling, coming back to vertical. Exhale, arm down. Bringing the foot in, switching legs. One foot bent in front of us, other one out to the side, toes also pointing forward. If that hurts your ankle at all, just adjust the angle of your foot. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, lowering the hand over the knee, not pushing on the knee, and reaching with the opposite hand over the head. Bending down, reaching with the ribs and hip to the wall. Feeling that compression on the side over the straight leg. Keeping our shoulders over our hips. Inhale and exhale. Breathing in, breathing out, relax the face. These challenging poses too, finding your joy. If it's too much, come up a little bit so you can breathe in and breathe out without strain. Very good, engaging the top hand, reaching up, up, floating the arm down, and bringing both legs together. Now I'd like you to cross your legs here, just crossing the legs. That's a challenge for you, crossing it at the ankles, but crossing it at the legs. And then I'd like you to think, if your legs are crossed over your knee, I'd like you to think about placing your hand under your knee and just lifting your knee toward you. So maybe your ankle gets to your knee. Just moving slowly, just finding your limit. If your ankles are crossed instead, same thing, lifting the knee, supporting the foot. Ideally, if you can sort of do the figure 4, you're looking at your ankles resting on your knee. If that doesn't work, keep your hands under your knee, never to strain. But now just inhale and exhale and allow that hip to open up, braced against the upper leg. If that means your calf is on your knee, just a little higher, that's okay. Just think about the stretch in your hip. Inhale and exhale. Very nice, releasing the cross there, crossing the other leg. Moving the foot as possible up toward the knee, supporting the knee, it's up in the air. Little hip stretch, this side might be different. Just breathing into the stretch, supporting the knee. Very nice, and shifting that foot into neutral. We're going to come into a bit of an inversion. We're just going to lower the head. If for you that means hands on the knees and just relax the neck and allow the head to drop, that's totally fine. If you have access to coming down a little bit lower, you can drape the arms on the outside of the knees. That kind of helps support the chest. Or elbows to the knees and allowing the shoulders and head to drop. Or if the floor is accessible to you, or a block. Whatever you can do, this is not a pose for you if you have blood pressure problems or eye pressure problems. Just allow yourself, wherever you are, to inhale deeply and exhale, finding relaxation. Maybe closing the eyes. We'll be here just for about a minute. Inhale and exhale. Relax the neck, relax the face. Breathing in, breathing out. Take about 3 more nice deep breaths here. Feeling the expanse of the inhale and the release of the exhale. Very nice. Bringing presence to the hands, placing the hands on the top of the knee. Inhaling, pushing up. Easing the gaze or keeping the eyes closed, just reorienting, maybe soft gaze, chin down slightly. Just reorienting. Very nice. That stretch, just lowering the head and shoulders. If you have eye pressure or blood pressure problems, just lowering the head and allowing the back of the shoulders to open. Even if you're typing a lot or if you're watching television and allowing for this nice stretch. Nice inhale and exhale, and just really help ease the body. And now from this, a little counter stretch, reaching to the back of your chair, to the back side of the back of the chair, and just stretching forward with the chest. If you want to put the hands to your low back instead, that's fine. And now opening that front body, we'll counter pose from our forward bend. Nice big inhale and exhale for the stretch and release. Very nice. One more deep breath. Good. And exhale, coming back to neutral. And one final twist before we settle down. Crossing the legs over the, crossing one knee over the other. So if your one knee is over the other, placing the opposite hand on the outside of the knee so that you're twisting toward that bent knee. So we're going to raise the arms, inhale, and then just exhale slowly, slowly. This is not a huge twist. It's just sort of moving the shoulders to face that bent knee, facing the leg that's on top. We're not in a full twist. It's just a nice, gentle spinal twist. Inhale and exhale. Engaging the arms. Fingers are spread open. Nice inhale. Exhale, unwinding head, shoulders. Crossing the opposite leg. Hand on the outside of that knee, so you know which way you're twisting. Arms up, inhale, and exhale, our ribs, shoulders, face, kind of looking toward that knee that's on top. Gentle twist, not extreme. Inhale and exhale. This can also be done in front of the television or at the computer desk. Just a gentle twist. Good, nice inhale. And exhale, unwinding head, shoulders, ribs. Very nice. So taking any final wiggles before we settle in. Have a few minutes of rest. You can it's always an option with chair yoga to move to the couch or the floor or a different chair or put a pillow under your feet. And if you're chilly, by all means, have a blanket, throw or something over you so you're nice and comfortable. So bring the presence to one leg, your left leg. Tighten your foot, your arch, your calf, knee, seat, tight, tight, tight. Tighten that whole leg. Just really brings it off the floor, off the seat. Tight, tight. Breathe, breathe, and relax. Right foot, tightening the toes, the arch, calf, knee, hip, seat, tight, tight. Breathe in, breathe out, tight, tight, and relax. And then your glutes, your seat, just lift yourself out of your seat. Squeezing the seat, squeezing, squeezing, and relax. Making fists with your hands out to the side. Squeezing, squeezing, fists, forearms, upper arms. Squeeze, squeeze, breathe in, breathe out, and relax. And now shoulder blades together. Pulling those, opening the front body, pulling the shoulder blades together. Inhale and exhale. And relax. And a nice wide face. Opening the mouth, raising the eyebrows. Looking up. Breathe. And relax. And then a drawstring on our nose, bringing our whole face, eyebrows, lips, chin toward our nose. Breathing. And relax. Palms up or down on the knees, on the legs. Allowing the mind to just observe the body's stillness.
Worse and worse.
Grounded with the feet.
I did all that. I have a sandwich in case it gets hungry. I got
Shoulders
relax. You're good. You're good.
Breathing in, breathing out.
This is so, and it must be.
Any distractions, just allowing the breath to move in and out.
Beautiful outside. You have any pinches? No. No.
I'll just put it away.
Chilly. It's a little chilly. I brought a sweater. I know how cold her house is.
Oh my God, I was freezing last time. That's a good idea.
I think she's
Bringing the attention
She rests
back to the hands, back to the feet.
She should be about that.
Slowly deepening the breath,
She's about 45 minutes.
engaging small movements. Deeper breath, a few more movements, awakening the body, shoulders, ankles.
Must be for lunch. That's probably why she's doing it now. For lunch.
Nice deep breath, reaching out and up. Exhale, hands to heart space. Eyes gently closed. Just remembering the thought or phrase that brings you peace. And remembering that our yoga practice is as close as our breath. Closing the eyes, breathing in, breathing out, finding peace. And may we have peace and joy, love and light in our day. And may we share that peace and joy, love and light with others.